Hello, welcome back. We're doing Chapter 4, Section 2, Relations and Functions. We're going to wrap up these videos with problems 11 through 14 on page 239 of the textbook, which is on page 14 of the PDF. Same as what we just did, we're going to figure out the domain and the range. The new twist, we're going to figure out if this also represents a function. Okay, so I know you know this from the previous video. The domain is going to be, when I have a set of ordered pairs, it's going to be the x values, the first numbers. So I've got 1, 1, 1, 1. Remember, no repeats. So instead of me listing 1, 1, 1, 1, I'm just going to do this. I don't repeat it. I just leave it. I only got a single 1. I almost said 1, 1. But you have a single number 1. For the range, 3, 0, -2, and 8. Now the question is this relation a function? Remember our rules about functions. Each x goes to only one y, a single y. So if we were playing this as a game, so I'm going to give you the first number and you have to give me the second number. So if I say 1, if someone says 3, I'll say, no, sorry, I was thinking 0. You're wrong. You lose all your money. And they go, okay, let's play again. So I'll say 1, and someone's going to say 0. Oh, sorry, this time I was thinking 1 gives 8. And if I did that in class, I try to have a little bit of fun with it, but then it gets to the point to where it's like, well, that's not fair. We don't know which one you pick. And that's the whole point. This isn't fair. I don't know where the 1 goes. Does it go with the 3? Does it go with the 0, the -2, the 8? We don't know who it's paired up to. So we say, no, this is not a function. And the reason why, the explain part, so the number 1 is paired with more than one y value. So in this case, each number is 1. Sorry, each x value is 1, and it goes 4 different places. So that is an example of something that is not a function. Problem number 12. The domain. -2, -1, 0, 1. Oops, forgot that. -1, 0, 1. So far, so good. The range. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I was playing this as a game and I gave you the first number, if I said -1, you're going to say 2. Is there any other thing it could be? No. -1 goes with 2, and that's the only time I see a -1 here on the left. -2 goes with 1. +1 goes with 4, and 0 goes with 3. So we say, yes, this is a function. Each x is paired with only one y. I have 4 separate x's, -2, -1, 0, 1, and they're all paired with, each of them has only one y that it goes with. Okay? So now for these two problems, I got a table and a graph. For problem 13, the domain, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. So again, it's going to be the x values. And the range is going to be just the number 1. Okay, now this one causes a lot of trouble. Is it a function? And remember, the idea is that the x is first, then the y. So if we were playing this as a game, I'll give you the x value, you tell me the y value that has to go with it. And if this was like a game show on television, every time you get it right, you get money, and if you ever get it wrong, you lose all your money. So if I said 0, you would say 1, and you'd make money. If I said 2, you'd say 1, and you'd make money, because 2 doesn't go anywhere else. If I said -2, which is not the same as +2, if I say -2, it goes to 1. Now, pretty soon, you're going to realize that this is an easy game. All you have to say is 1. Any number I give, you just say 1. But it is predictable. I can predict what you are going to say. So, yes, this is a function. Each x has only one y. And part of the problem with this one comes up with the fact, but each y has more than one x. That's why it's important that we understand we go from the x to the y, not from the y to the x. We don't have to worry about that till later when we talk about inverse functions. And just throw a little bit of knowledge on you. This is something that is what we say it's not one-to-one, okay? However, is it a function? Yes, it is a function. It is predictable. Problem number 14, last one. The domain. And notice that this is continuous. I'm going to have an infinite domain. The smallest x value is -3. Be careful because the -2 is right there. That's -3. The largest x value is +3. So -3 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to +3. By the way, this is a really cool graph called an ellipse. Ellipses actually are really, really cool, and I wish we had time to study them. But anyway, for the range, the smallest y at the bottom, which is -2, all the way up to the highest y, the greatest y value, which is +2. So we go from -2 is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to +2. Now the question is it a function? No, it is not a function. Except for this point and this point, each x has 2 y values. And another way you could say is that it fails the vertical line test. Remember, the vertical line test says that if I draw a vertical line, I'm going to draw it right here. If it crosses in more than one place, I'm not going to say if it crosses in 2 places, because in a different graph there might be more than 2, okay? But if it crosses in more than one place, then it is not a function. So those are the videos. Feel free to rewatch them and look through the slides that I'm going to have, so if you missed anything you can see it and ask questions in the discussion comments. Bye-bye.